evening, we will be practicing a few leg balancing yoga postures, incorporating the flow of breath through all of them. We will be doing 3 repetitions each with added asana to every repetition. Alright, so we will be starting with the very basic. You can start standing, or you can start, if you are sitting, you can start from Vajrasana. Place your hands on the ground, making a nice rectangle here. Your wrist under your shoulders and your knees under your hip. You will give me a few cat-cow and you will go inhale. Do not over arc your back. Make sure when you are inhaling, you are extending the front of your body. And when you go exhale, you make a deep curve, pulling your abdomen in, pushing up from the ground, opening up your shoulder blades. And then you go inhale again, extend forward. And you go exhale to the cat. Inhale, extend forward, make sure you are hinging your hip, and from there you are extending your body forward. One more time, you go exhale. When you are exhaling and inhaling, make sure that the focus is on the abdomen. Alright, we call it belly breathing. At the same time, you have to make sure that you are breathing through the chest. Some of the air will leak into your abdomen. That's what abdominal breathing is. A deeper breath means, see, the flow, the inflation of abdomen has to be normal and natural. Alright, you have to expand your rib cage to the side for a deeper breath and let your abdomen go with the flow. Alright, now you tuck your toes in from the cat-cow, lift up and come to downward dog. Push from the hands, your hip up in the air, bringing your navel towards your thighs. Try and keep your heels to the ground if your body allows for it. If not, we can work on it. By the time you can keep your heels up from the ground. But make sure that you are constantly pushing back using your shoulders, giving them an outward rotation. Opening up your chest, taking your tailbone up, high up in the sky. From here, open up your feet a bit, taking your body back. Have a seat, come all the way down to Malasana. Take a few seconds here, some time here, and breathe. Take a deep breath in. Make sure you are not resting your elbows on the knees and you are not sinking on the ground. Try and use your shins and your thighs and your hip to keep pushing up. Keep yourself pulled up from the ground. Lengthen your spine. Breathe. To make it more intense, to make the Malasana more intense, what you can do is sit in Malasana. This Malasana gives your spine, your tailbone, some space to lengthen, right? Otherwise, when we are sitting on the ground, sitting on the chair all the time, if we have a desk job, if the kind of toilets that we use, it keeps it compressed all the time. So Malasana gives it some time and space to lengthen. Alright, make sure that you do it like 2-3 times in a day, 4 to 5 seconds each. That will help you relieve that big back pain in your lower back. Alright, now from Malasana, what you can try and do to make it more intense is you can try and lift up, making sure that you are not engaging your knees in it. Alright, you are engaging your hip and your thighs. How do you make sure that you are using a particular muscle group to lift your body up? Is try and bring your attention to your breath and the body part that you are working on. Alright, so you take a deep breath in, bring your attention to the thigh and your hip. Make sure your body weight is on the heels and not on the toes. Alright, also try and sit tall. You will feel that pressure on your shins, your calves and your thighs. Whereas when you are putting all your body weight forward, you will feel nothing in your legs. Okay, so try and sit back and tall. Your hands may be in Anjali Mudra. You can keep your hands here as well. Just make sure you are not resting your hands on your knees. Alright. From here, start lifting up. Hold up, and down. Alright, one more time. Take a deep breath in, breathe, feel and enjoy those stretches. Strengthening of your legs, that comes along. Take a deep breath in and you go. Make sure you are not holding your breath. Keep breathing throughout. Alright, another thing to add to your Malasana is when you come to Malasana, place your left hand down next to the left foot and inhale, open up your chest, look up and breathe. The hand that you are the hand that you have placed next to the left foot, make sure that you are pushing your left leg back from that hand and you are stretching up. Now place your right hand down and twist, look up, open up your chest. Make sure that every time you are raising your hands, you are using your arms and your muscles to lift those hands up instead of using these joints, your shoulders and your neck. Alright, so from here, place your hands down using the same technique, keeping your hands in front of you, slowly lifting up from the chair pose, you stand up. This is where Vinyasa comes into picture, that connects your one asana to the other. Alright, so there is no abrupt movement when you are constantly breathing. On the other hand, Vinyasa helps you to breathe, to keep your breath connected from one posture to the other. Now, from here, we will start practicing the balancing. Alright, so what you can do is try and bring your attention to the mat. Take a deep breath in. From one end of the mat, you move to the other end. And you keep breathing. Make sure every time you breathe in, you open up your chest, open up that diaphragm, make those lungs do some work, and let your belly inflate naturally. Alright? You keep breathing. One more thing I want you to keep in mind when you are practicing is that when we are walking, say for instance, when I'm walking, I want you to feel every time your foot strikes the mat. You feel your feet striking the mat. Alright? You feel that touch. I want you to bring more awareness to your practice. Alright? Not just practicing some set of asana, set of instructions, but rather bringing more awareness towards yourself, towards your physical self, and finally moving inwards. Alright? Now, from here, you change the style you walk, you go back, you lift up, you hold here, with this leg forward, you lift up, take this forward, go down slowly, slightly, the other leg forward, take this back, go for a deeper lunge maybe, come forward, go back, go for a deeper lunge, come forward. Feel your feet striking the ground every time. Alright, now take a deep breath in. Inhale, exhaling, you bring your right leg up. Now when you're bringing your right leg up, this leg bends a bit. Alright, you can try and avoid that completely. But even if it does, what you can do is bring your leg up, hold it up here, and alright, so when you are bringing your leg up and the other leg bends slightly, what you do, you bring your leg all the way up and then try and straighten the other leg as soon as you can. Alright, shift your body weight from the toes, holding onto the ground, to the heels. Feel that shift in your leg muscles when you shift the body weight from your toes to the heels. Alright, try and hold it up. Also, one more thing, when you are practicing balancing for the first time, or you're new to it, maybe not for the first time, but when you're new to it, make sure you are practicing by the side of a wall, or you have some sort of support around, a chair maybe. Alright, we know ourselves better than anybody else, so if you know you might need a support, please go for it. Alright, now, so also 1 arm distance from a wall. See, what happens is psychologically, just the fact, just knowing that we have something around helps us get our balance in a much better way. Whether the support is there or not, whether it is at a far distance away, but even a hint of having the support around helps you maintain a balance. And that happens in all the areas of life. Alright? So when you know you need a support, please go ahead and take it. You lift your right leg up, bring it closer to the chest. Now here, while you keep your body weight on the heel of your foot that you are standing on, towards the heel, alright? You will give me leg rotations, ankle rotations from the leg that you are holding upon, alright? Okay, so the talking, yes, the talking takes away your balance a bit. So here we go. Alright, we inhale, we go exhale. You can keep your gaze focused at a point in the line of your sight, anywhere at the front, or if there are people around, if you think it's easy for you to get distracted, what you can do is you can focus 45 degrees on the ground. Alright, here, but at the same time, being completely aware of what you are doing. Keep watching your arms and your legs like a baby, moving them. Alright, here, you have to be very gentle with yourself when you are practicing on the mat. Alright, come, now, you go here, and you go for an ankle rotation. You breathe, feel it in your abdomen, every inhale that you take, and you open your leg to the side. See, if you need a support, you can take it, push yourself back, come back to the asana again. Hold up, breathe, be very gentle with yourself, hold your leg, bring it to Vrikshasana, keeping your gaze 45 degrees on the ground. That helps me. You can look at a point in the line of your sight. Breathe. Slowly, as long as you can put your leg down. Alright, this is round 1. We repeat it from the left leg. Alright, and there are so many more things into it that we have to take care of, and that is the reason why we will be going for 3 repetitions, so we learn it. Alright, like maybe 2-3 asana in a class, but we learn it. We learn the anatomy of it, we learn the anatomy of our body, we understand how unique we are, and how things work for me particularly, me as a being. Alright, Now, all right, more cues coming up. Take a deep breath in. Inhale, and you go. Exhale, bringing it closer to your chest. Go for ankle rotations here. You see what happened? So, when you are trying to balance on one foot, your foot tends to fall on the outer edge every time. Alright, so you have to be aware of it. You have to keep in mind that every time that foot falls on the outer edge, you have to bring it back to the inner edge. Make sure you are holding on to the ground, not with the toes, but with the foot. Alright, and you breathe. Inhale, release your leg. Be aware that you have a support nearby. Open it up to the side, hold up, breathe. Keep your hip engaged, your entire leg muscle engaged. Bring it to Vrikshasana here. Hold up. Now, in Vrikshasana, you can keep your hands here. If balancing is a bit of a trouble for you, it's not necessary for you to take your hands all the way up. Alright, you can keep your hands here. You can keep one hand up in the air and the other hand on the leg, on your thigh, facing outward. I want you to pull your thigh up, lengthen your spine, feel your lower abdomen. Make sure you are lengthening up from here and you're breathing. Do not get so lost in an asana that you forget to breathe. Alright? Every time you have to make sure that you are breathing into your chest, filling your lungs completely, and in that process, if your abdomen inflates or goes in, it's a matter of discussion and it needs a whole another class, maybe two. Alright, the way of breathing. So make sure that you are breathing completely, fully, using your chest, opening it to the sides, exhaling it completely. Alright, we go round 2 of balancing. Now, again, I want you to think. You may not do it. I want you to do a lot of things. I'm sorry for that. But these are the little things that I want you to, get better. I really want you to get better at your practice. So the little things that I want you to do is be aware of your breath. One another important thing is your asana is not just a cushioning support. Alright? Your asana is much more than that. Think of your asana as a boundary, as a mental boundary, so that anything that is happening outside the boundaries of this mat, you are not dealing with it. Alright? So, whereas you can move out and around your mat when you are practicing, but when you are finding it difficult to focus, when it is already, you're facing a hard time to focus, because there can be days like that. So when it is difficult for you to focus, make sure you stay within the boundaries of your mat. That you will not let your mind wander beyond this. Alright? And you can practice whatever little you want during that time. Okay? Now, round 2. Again, take a deep breath in. Make sure you are not over arcing your spine. Alright, you are relaxed. Keep your pelvis tilted in. Feel your lower abdomen as you breathe in and out. Take a deep breath in this time. Go. Bring your right leg up and hold it up closer to the chest. This time, Round 2 better than the round 1. Alright, you go clockwise and you go anti-clockwise. You open your leg to the side and you breathe. And you breathe. Bringing your leg to Vrikshasana. Hold up. Keep breathing. This is round 2. We will go 3 rounds. Keep breathing. And in every round, we will make sure that we are increasing the holding time a bit. For instance, in round 1, if you held your Vrikshasana for 5 seconds, say maybe this time you go for 8. Alright, you are holding your Vrikshasana, you breathe, you are breathing, appreciating yourself, your efforts. Now, round 2, using the 2 fingers, you with the same hand, you hold your toe, and you inhale, you extend it forward. Alright, now here, be mindful that with the delicate joints such as your toes, you are not grabbing your toe like this from the outside. You are not grabbing your toe from here. Alright, very gently so that the entire body weight and pressure and strength is on the other leg that you are standing on. And it does not come here on this joint. Alright, so what you will do is 2 fingers, hold your thumb like the toe like this, and you will extend it gently, giving it the complete support in all directions. Alright, now you keep holding it up, and you breathe, look forward or 45 degrees on the ground, and slowly you put it down. Alright, breathe from one end of your mat to the other, from one end of the mat to other, bringing your awareness closer to yourself. Alright, now this time you will go inhale and you go exhale. Breathe, go for ankle rotations. Keep exhaling as you bring your leg closer to your chest. You keep exhaling and you open it to the side. Gently make sure you are standing next to a wall. So when you need a support, you are here. You never take a support like this. Alright, especially in Vrikshasana, because this is not how we understand balance. Alright, how we understand balance is by going through it all. Alright, so where are we? Vrikshasana on the right leg. One more thing here. So when you have placed your leg up against your thigh, either leg, left or right, the other leg tends to move in the direction the force is applied, right? So another thing that you have to take care here is you apply equal force from this leg on the other side so that you get a good balance and you are standing tall and straight. Alright, now straight doesn't mean arcing your back, going back. Okay, when you are in Vrikshasana, this does not mean straight. Keep your pelvis, your tailbone tucked in. Hold up. Breathe. You are applying force from both the legs, your thigh and your foot. You are looking forward. You have pulled your thigh up. You are holding on to the ground, making sure that your body weight does not fall on the outer edge of the leg, of the foot. Alright, look forward, breathe. Repeating the same from the left leg, you will hold it. From Vrikshasana, you will hold it and you will extend it forward. Make sure take the support when you need it. Alright, it is very important that you are constantly aware of your alignment throughout your practice. Okay, you should be in love with what you are doing right now within the boundaries of your mind. Alright, now from here, gently place it down. Alright, keep breathing, keep breathing, keep breathing. Now, round 3, the final round. Round 1 was learning. Round 2, we got better at it. Round 3, we will try and do it completely with the focus. We will try not to fall and add one more step to it. Okay? Now, from here, you will go take a deep breath in and you go. Exhaling, bringing it closer to the chest. You go clockwise anti-clockwise. You will open it to the side. You will hold up for say 10, 9, keep breathing, 6, 5, 4, keep pushing from this hand, 2, 1. Grab your ankle, place it on your inner thigh, hold up, come to Vrikshasana. Since this is round 3, you can try maybe taking both the hands up or one hand up, as much as your body and your focus allows. Alright, now using the same hand, you hold your toe and you extend it forward. From here, you will place it on your thigh and you will have a seat. Slowly keep it down, relax, breathe. Round 3 with one leg, alright, with the right one. Now we'll practice the same with the left one. Now, one very important thing when you are practicing yoga is that you have to understand that it's a very unique practice for every individual. Alright, so while practicing, if you feel tightness maybe around your neck, maybe around your hip, maybe around your ankles, maybe around your wrists, feel free to take out time to relax these and go for a micro movement. Alright, like wrist rotations, ankle rotations. If you are feeling tightness around your hip, you can simply have a seat here, lift up. You can go to downward dog, go balasana here, relax, come up. Alright, as a yoga practitioner, whether student or teacher, it becomes your job to identify what works for you. Alright, now with the left leg, the last repetition. Take a deep breath in and you bring your left leg up all the way to your chest. Stand tall, dig deeper into the mat, breathe, go for ankle rotations, go clockwise, go anti-clockwise. Inhale, open your leg to the side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, now hold up, Vrikshasana. Make sure when you raise your hands up in Vrikshasana or any other pose, your shoulders are relaxed and you are lengthening using your muscles, your arms. Alright, from here you come down. It is very important to understand that you are not using your joints when practicing. Alright, and hence the reason why I keep asking you to bring your awareness to your practice and be more gentle and loving towards yourself. Alright, make sure you are using no joints. From here, you will into Vrikshasana. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Hold your toe, Extend it forward. Keep breathing. If you're feeling tall, energized, you can also raise your hand up here. Bring your foot on the other thigh. Try and have a seat here. Hold your foot nicely, gently, bringing it down and relax. The good part of adding repetitions to your practice is that you learn. You learn by practicing one asana for longer durations. Alright? Now, try and practice this. Homework is a must in yoga asanas. So, whatever you practice in a class, on the mat, you make sure that you practice it by yourself as well. See what all new you can come up with. See, find out whether or not it works for you. Alright?